And y'all hit that like button one time for the culture on the front end. And don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel, baby. Time to talk a little mock draft, man. We're going to hit this first round situation. All right. Shout out to the situations out there as well as well. I like it. Hey, yeah, Robert Bennett. Hey, whenever they pay the hate, I'm like, hey, shout out, man. I read it off and just keep on moving, man. But hey, I like as long as you pay the money, man. Pay your money, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alrighty. So as I'm currently sitting here, I do have up the PFF. Gotta have up the PFF simulated mock draft simulator. All right. So for me, man, I'm only gonna do one round. Want to do the first round today. You know, it just sounds like our intro to this thing, man. And then obviously, I know y'all are gonna be starting to send your mock drafts in today, and going forward is the time. All right. moatswinners@gmail.com is where to send those mocks in. Prefer PFF because it's smooth, it's clean, and it's easier to read. But we know everybody sends them how they do differently, but we prefer PFF. All right. And it's free up there. All right. But yeah, man, send your mock drafts in because, yeah, it's mock draft season now, baby. All right. So with that being the case, man, as I currently sit here, like I said, man, I am going to do just the first round. I'm going to slow the speed down a little bit just so we can, you know, go through and actually, I'm gonna keep it a little fast. I go through and see, you know, some notables, who got, who's going where, how the board is playing out. But with the settings, I can do it, you know, all the way on the public side versus the PFF board side in the terms of relevancy for the decision making. So for this to be the first one, I will lean a little bit more on the PFF side. All right. Since it is their platform. Pay some respects to the homies over there. All right. Care for positional value. I'm going to put that a little bit lower just in the sense of I want to see if you're a dope player, man, go get that player. All right. That's kind of my mindset with this. And then drafting for needs, I'm going to bump that up a little bit higher. Okay. Because I do feel like, yeah, I don't want you just going out here and just grab people just to grab people, man. All right, go draft somebody that you actually need, somebody that actually makes sense to you. And then randomness, it's a little low, so I'm going to actually bump that up to slightly under midway. All right, so that's kind of my energy with the settings on this here PFF mock draft simulator. So now let's go ahead and hop into this thing. All right, and let's see how the board is playing out. Let's see. Don't want to do any trades on the front end. We're going to stay at that 21 spot. All righty. So we're letting that thing cook up. All righty. So here we go. Let's get a little quick recap on how the first round has went thus far. Number one overall on the mock draft, Travis Hunter. All right. No, I would say no surprise there, but I guess that is a surprise because people have been mocking Abdul Carter to the Titans, man. So shout out to Travis Hunter being the first guy off the board. Then at number 2, they had Cam Ward going to the Cleveland Browns. That would be interesting. We don't mind hunting Cam Ward if he wants to go to Cleveland. We ain't got no problem hunting you down over there. All right. We got some TJs, some Highsmiths, and some Herbigs. They quarterback getters. All right. They go get them dudes. So shout out. All right. Number 3 went Will Campbell to the Giants. Number 4, Tetaroa McMillan. T-Mac, man, he always, man, they ain't got him going past New England. I'm like, man, can he slide just a little bit? Dang, go on. Oh, number 5, Mason Graham. Yeah, we talked about him with TJ last night, or with TG last night. Yeah, Mason Graham, one of the ones, man. If he drop out the top 5, whew, you better go get that. All right, number 6, Abdul Carter from Penn State went to the Raiders. Then at number 7, Shador Sanders, the QB from Colorado, went to the Jets. James Pierce, the edge rusher out of Tennessee, went to Carolina at 8. At 9, Jahdae Barron, the corner out of Texas, went to the Saints. At number 10, Tyler Warren out of Penn State, the tight end from there, went to the Chicago Bears in this here mock draft. Then from there, Kenneth Graham went to the Niners at 11. He was the interior D lineman from Michigan. Then we got back-to-back Michigan guys. Will Johnson, the corner, went to Dallas at 12. Mike Green, the edge rusher from Marshall, went to the Dolphins at 13. Ashton Genty, the running back out of Boise, went to the Colts at 14. A little bit interesting there, obviously, with them already having Jonathan Taylor, but could never have enough, I guess, high-level runners of the football. Number 15, Jihad Campbell, the linebacker from Bama, going to Atlanta. At 16, Luther Burden, the third wide receiver from Mizzou, went to the Cardinals. Then at 17, they going Cincinnati Bengals, then took one of our guys, Walter Nolan, interior D lineman from Mississippi. All right, then after that, the Seahawks went with Kelvin Banks Jr., the tackle from Texas. At number 19, the Bucks went with Shamar Stewart, the edge rusher from Texas A&M. And then at number 21, pick in front of us, the Denver Broncos went with Malachi Starks, the safety from Georgia. So Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock at 21. All right. Steelers on the clock at 21. And I'm going to simply let y'all know some of the names that are up here. And I want to get your thoughts too in the comment section. Who y'all would pick at 21 right here. All right. So Josh Simmons, the tackle from Ohio State, is available on the board right now. Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver from Ohio State, is available on the board right now. Derek Harmon, the interior D lineman from Oregon, on the board right now. Matthew Golden, wide receiver from Texas, on the board right now. Omarion Hampton, running back from UNC, on the board right now. We also have, another interior D lineman, Darius Alexander, out of Toledo, on the board right now, as well as TJ Sanders. Alec Ayamanur, Talik Williams is available as well. And John Beck, the wide receiver from TCU, is also available. So let me know, man, how y'all feeling? Which way y'all saying to go? Oh, I'm seeing some Harmon. I'm seeing some Derek Harmon. Okay. I like the Derek Harmon vibes. I'm surprised y'all want to go D-line versus going wide out, though, man. Brent Fox, the Don Hefe Kwanse, gotta go Egbuka. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Harmon is a freak, though. I'm with you on that, Phantom TV. I'm with you, man. Harmon can definitely go. But they saying we got to stop the run. That's what the gang is saying. The gang is saying we got to stop the run. And I'm over here like, we got to get points. We got to throw that route. We got to air it out a little bit, right? Alrighty. So as I am sitting here, man, this is a little bit tough, man, because I do feel like I'm leaning wide receiver versus D lineman based on the players, right? When you're talking Derek Harmon, when you're talking Emeka Egbuka, I do feel like those are my best two options when I look at them versus the field. Now, do I think either one of them will be available to me in the second round? Absolutely not. So I am kind of torn between those guys. And Q Vera brought up a great point. He says, Moats, put the poll in. He said, Moats, poll it up. All right. So let's put the poll in. Let's get some engagement. All right. That's what we're going to do. All right. Because we ain't got to rush right now. So let's put the poll in. I need to know at 21 which player y'all want. All right. Make sure I spell his name right. Shout out to PFF and this here mock that they got going on right now. Derek Harmon from Oregon, or Emeka Egbuka, OHIO. All right. And we'll do a quick version of this, okay? All righty. So the poll is in. We'll let this thing sit for like a minute or two. All right. And then we'll go from there. Ain't no pause, Rico from the foe. Ain't no pause. You want the poll? The poll's in. Ain't no pause. All right. The poll's in. Get active on it today. Shout out to the lovers in the building. Oh, I see a lot of people like that Mecca Abuka side of the poll. Not everybody on that Derek Harmon side of the poll just yet. It's all right, though. I like it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man, heavy on the wide receiver right now. Jay Farrell said the poll is fire. It's not burning though. All right, it's a clean poll. That poll to, hey man, that poll get checked. That poll's a good poll like that. I don't be playing with that poll like that. All right, yeah, but it is hot though. It's hot right now. It's popping right now. Man, no Derek Harmon love. He only got a little bit of love right here. What's going on right now? Robert Bennett said he's torn. I'm torn too. Trust me, I'm torn too, man. And Mike Hood, yes, in theory, we could say, yeah, Derek Harmon is more of a third round guy. The same way they say Shador Sanders more of a second and third round guy as well. But when you're actually on that clock and you got that need and you're looking at these players, that kind of changes how you feel about them in the moment. That's all, man. That's all. So I just got to throw it in. I got to ask, you know what I'm saying? And the way the board is sitting right now based off PFF, this ain't mine. I ain't coming with this. They say they experts, so we just kind of here right now. You know what I'm saying? Rod Dollar said this poll got a happy ending this morning. Hey, shout out to the poll. Get happy ending, all right? That means you chose Mecca Bukas, but it sounds like, you like the wide receiver gang. Okay. Got another minute left on the poll. Once you get to 2 minutes, I'm out, all right? I ain't no 1 minute, man, but I got you two good minutes, and after that, man, it's time to move on, all right? So we're going to find out. I mean, because Mike Hood said it, based on need, we for certain need a wide receiver. But I could also say, based on need, you seen how that playoff game went, man. Baltimore ran for about 100 yards on us, man. So I think we need a D tackle as well. I just don't know. No, Rod Dollar is not a Mecca E-Booty. It's definitely too soon for that. We are not on an E-Booty right now, all right? We are done with that right now. Stop it. And remix, yes. For this poll, the quickie is fine. All right. We ain't got all night for y'all. All right. It's just in and out. It's been 2 minutes. All right. Shout out to John, the Jay Farrell remix. He says, I feel it. Both. Feels both of them. All right. So we're going to end the poll. I got to take it out, man. Whew. All right. I was getting a little worked up right there, but it looks like the congregation has spoken. 65% of y'all on a Mecca Abuka at pick 21. And honestly, I was feeling very similar because, like I said, I need a wide receiver. I need a playmaker. And that's been my talk all off season. And until we see some different information free agency wise, I'm going to stick to that. Worst case, I still have my starting D-line in Larry O, Keanu Benton, and Cam Hayward. Best case, I'm going to be adding and making alterations to that room to make them better. But I don't have that same level of comfort and confidence as we currently sit today at wide receiver. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Emeka Egbuka in the first round. Shout out. And now let's see who went after him. Alrighty. Because like I said, I just took him at 21. Nick Scourton went at 22 out of Texas A&M. The edge rusher went to the Green Bay Packers. Matthew Golden. I'm torn between those two guys, low key. Emeka Egbuka and Matthew Golden. I like both, but I think both of their games are a little bit different. And when I look at what the ask was for both players, I'm torn. But I do like Emeka's size. I think he's a little bit bigger of a player. So that's also why I kind of lean a little bit more on him. But Matthew Golden, man, heck of a dude out of Texas. So he went to Green Bay at 23. Derek Harmon, dude was just talking about, he ends up going to Minnesota at 24. Armand Mimbo, the tackle from Mizzou, went to the Texans at 25. Gray Zabel, the tackle out of North Dakota State, went to the Rams at 26. Josh Connery Jr., the tackle from Oregon, went to the Ravens at 27. We obviously know Ronnie Stanley is more than likely going to be hitting the market from that side of town, man. So does make sense for them to be going ahead and replenishing that part. And then Michael Williams, the edge rusher out of Georgia, going to Detroit. Boy, they trying to, I see what y'all doing. They're going to have pass rushers up there now. Sheesh. Ooh, another running back going in the first round. We said Ashton Jeanty went 14th overall, but now at 29 overall in the PFF mock draft simulator, they have Amarion Hampton, the running back from UNC, going to the Commanders at 29 overall. All right, then at 30, the Buffalo Bills selecting Josh Simmons, the tackle from Ohio State. I don't hate it. You can always re-up the line. I don't hate it. There's definitely some other names I would have preferred, though. All right. And then at 31, the Kansas City Chiefs are taking Talik Williams, the interior D lineman that I've been talking about out of Ohio State. You know, I'm a big fan of him. And then at 32, the rich continue to get richer. You have the Philadelphia Eagles tapping in and taking Darius Alexander, the interior D lineman from Toledo, who also is a really good player. Happens to be a player that I kind of like. Definitely kind of like him, bro. So I like where we are with this thing, man. Install me out, Steelers Nation on fire, man. I ain't get all the way excited about the name for the Bills. I just got semi-excited, all right? It wasn't full on rock. It was just like, you know, it was perked up a little bit, all right? Shout out, man. But, like I said, man, we're definitely going to spin the block, though, man, and do this again, a longer version of that mock draft, man. Because like I said, man, it was always fun, man. And also send your mock drafts. Like I said, man, I know some of y'all have already been doing that, but now it's officially time to start sending those mock drafts in. Like I said, moatswinners@gmail.com is the vibe, man. It's a great vibe too, man. All right, because like I said, man, we will be reacting to that. But like I said, for me and my mock draft, man, I ended up going with Emeka Egbuka. Shout out to him at 21 overall. And more importantly, shout out to y'all. Why? Because it was a group project, man. Y'all gave me some insight. It kind of felt like we was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I was like, let me phone a friend. So I hit y'all up. I was like, yo, how y'all feel about this? What y'all doing at 21? How you feel, huh? Which one you like? But that Matthew Golden, though, man, I like Matthew Golden. Him and Emeka, they keep going back. They flirting around the same little area. Derek Harmon in there as well, man. So respect to them dudes, man. Definitely respect to those dudes right there.